Hey y'all, how you doing? It's your girl Emma D here, thinking thoughts about things. It's been a while since we've thought thoughts, and I miss you guys. So I thought we should have a chitty chat about some stuff. So here's the thought. Let's think it. Y'all know your girl is ADHD AF, and most of you fine people are also like neurodivergent in some way, shape, or form. That's why we think crazy thoughts, right? So, I mean, my particular divergency makes me fast. Fast as fuck, boy. I think fast, I talk fast, I move fast, I'm fast. And I noticed that things were getting so fast. Everything's moving fast. The world got really fucking fast. So I unplugged from it all because, like, this matrix thing, excuse me, it intrigues me, and I'm figuring it out. Oh, I am. It's intriguing. It does exist. Like, scientifically, I figured so many things. But let's just start. We've got to start somewhere, right? So I got so fast. So I decided to slow down, slow it on down. I got rid of cable, got rid of so many things, and like I unplugged from all of the things, and I had to think about things and learn things and do things. And deal with things, and I've been doing all that stuff, and now I'm seeing fun themes and synchronicities and all the things, and there's one that I really need to talk to y'all about because there's a thing going on, and since we're humans, we're not doing it right, and it might be touching some of you. So let's talk about anxiety. I'm feeling this really huge theme with so many people recently of like waves of like just massive anxieties, and a lot of what I'm hearing is about anxieties tied to memories and like being hit with intense thoughts, feelings, emotions, like tied to some event or something that's coming up, and people are just feeling like very overwhelmed and heavily oppressed by some of this stuff, and it is intense. But see, here's what we gotta talk because this is happening, and it's a thing that's happening, and especially to my other sensitive neurodivergents that have what people are calling empathy skills and some of that stuff. So here's the thing. This is a superpower that was just unleashed, and no one knows how to deal with it. So the thing that's happening right now, if you are experiencing any of these weird like memories and like stuff coming out of nowhere into your life and really messing with you psychologically, emotionally, even maybe physically, like feeling tightness in your body and like just really uncomfortable things going on with you, and it's all tied to any of these incoming thoughts and feelings. Here's the thing. If you sit with it for a second, you'll figure out that it's not a memory that you're dealing with right now. It's what I refer to as memory walking, but I don't. So many people have so many names, and I don't. So I call it memory walking because here's the difference. When you're dealing with a memory, you are seeing it from where you were when it happened, and what I mean by that is it's your memory from your eyes as you felt, who you were at the time, the place, the age, all of the things that was when the situation occurred. What people are experiencing now is it's different, and take a look at your own and see if this applies to you at all. Maybe not, but memory walking is where you are viewing that memory with today's psyche. So I want you to really sit with that for a minute, because when you remember the thing, it's like I was a little kid and I remember the thing as someone said something and it was mean to me and it hurt. You remember it as how it was when that happened. What you're doing now is different. You are seeing it, maybe from your own eyes, maybe even externally, like watching it, but there's a slight difference to it. I want you to pay attention to this, because the difference is you're not remembering, you're not in that mind frame, you are seeing it from who you are today. This is a huge difference. This is a superhuman power to get rid of things. Here's what's going on. You are being given these things specifically to get them the fuck out of your body. You need the denseness gone. So when you get one of these emotions or memories or something, don't fight it and don't feel anything about it. Just see what it is, because what's actually going on here is you are being given the power to play that moment in time with who you are currently. Most of us are very less hurt by things that happened historically from a present day frame of mind, like that hurt child thing. If when you're like, as the child, it was someone yelled at you and you felt the thing, you're like, oh, that makes me feel the way. But if you look at it now and you go, oh, I see why I was trying to stick a key in an outlet or whatever. Like, you can process better, but the point of this is that you're processing away the trauma of the kid in you. I know this sounds really ridiculous, but there are energy things going on and we have to deal with them. And if you are at all empathetic or dealing with any of the things, that if you have any like inkling that's doing this, you gotta, sorry, but I'm just letting you know now is the time's come. You don't really get a choice anymore. You have to deal with some of this stuff, or it's gonna just like keep attacking you and making you live in anxiety. Because here's the deal: it's an opportunity to get it the fuck out of your life, and then you move on to other things. So you need to let some of this bombardment come. You actually should probably go somewhere and like sit in a peaceful place and let it attack. Don't fight. Watch it. Just see what's going on. Because if you don't like fight it and keep replaying it, because that's what the brain does, it's gonna like keep replaying it as if it were a memory. Understand what you're able to do right now and just feel that. Understand where it is. Process it from who you are today. Right? That's the key going on here. The part of this healing has to do with acknowledging that all the hurt and the things that happened before, like, you can get rid of it. You don't have to have it. Stop seeing it from the person who got hurt. And like, we've been through a lot as a society, and no one I know hasn't changed in many ways. There are so many things that were like, think about this really. So many instances in your life, situations, things that have come up that triggered a response, so it embedded a memory, so you have an emotional connection to a situation that happened, and that like is imprinted in your body. It does. That's just how it works. That's where the memories go. But think about so many things that you have overcome. Like, give the last 3 years alone, things that you never ever thought you would have to overcome and deal with, and like a whole different world you're living in, right? But you still have those petty things, like the energy of it is in you. You're still like, so you're being given a very nice gift from the universe to like go make some space in yourself. Like, because if you sit and like look at a lot of that stuff, you're like, the guy said the thing to me, or you know, my friend stabbed me in the back. It did hurt then, and it should have hurt, whatever. But I'm guaranteeing you, with today's eyes, things don't hurt the same way they did. And your body's still carrying the energy from that signature of it hurting that way. So sit with this crap and let it go. Because you really, I'm promising you, if you do this right, like, and you acknowledge what it is and go, huh, yeah, I guess that was ridiculous. And you acknowledge that and let it go. You clean that energy. Like, you're literally making more space to deal with all the other traumas that have piled up. And I know that sounds like a lot of work, but you have to do it right now, because they gave us too much trauma. And we compounded too many things. But that's a good thing too, though, right? Because when you can take stock of all the things that you've been able to overcome, all the oppressions and weird things and moral, ethical, legal, all the calamities, that you personally had to deal with all of the events of the things that have transpired recently. A lot of your whatever things are petty in comparison, right? Only think back and look at it, like, you now have a new level to which all complete utilitarian control and being locked in your house and your face covered and repercussions of speaking words that could go against Big Brother. So, you know, those are all things now. So, like, what the fuck do I care about what, like, the random chick said to me in 2nd grade that I've been playing, you know, the time that I said, oh, I got rid of this one, so I don't even remember it like I used to. I said proponent instead of proprietor when we were doing a mock debate once in high school. That bothered me for like 2 fucking decades. I lost sleep over that one. Like, seriously, that would keep me up at night remembering that. I processed it. I went back there and then I sat with that and laughed at myself. Oh, that's fucking great, because I looked at half the people there that had no clue what either of the words meant anyways. So I got rid of that one a while ago. That one was, now I laugh about it. But that, like, oh. Do you think I give about in a debate, like, but I let that keep space in me, and you might be doing the same. And I feel like it's a good time to tell people that you can let it go and you have to let it go, because it's not stopping. Like, if you don't sit and process through all this stuff, it's gonna keep happening, because there's other stuff going on around us. Like I said, with the Matrix, is like, oh, all the rabbit holes I've gone down that are not as yeah, it's not about like the split particle experiment. It's not about like quantum eraser, and yeah, there's just 7-second delay in the time of human processing. So, I mean, if nothing else, like scientifically, we can prove that everything around us is some kind of holographic universe that only exists when it's observed, and that even within that parameter, the thing knows if it will or will not be observed. So it has claircognizance, whatever the hell the Matrix is. And then our human processing time gives us a 7-second delay on how we process the things around us. So sorry to tell you that we're in a Matrix, but there's some fighting back going on, and there are some other things, and like, I don't know, we can call it awakening or call it whatever the hell you want, but I'm calling it leveling up and superpowering, because if you can get rid of the shit that holds you back, and then we can start talking about energy, frequency, and measurements, and some other components of this. But first and foremost, let's sweep up some of this nonsense. So if you are at all dealing with these anxieties and memories and thoughts and feelings and emotions of deep-seated things, and you feel very attacked by this, please lean into it. I know it sounds traumatic, and come back, comment, come tell me about it. We can talk. We're going to talk about more things, but I want you to think about what your power is in that moment, and not be a victim to an old memory, to a trauma, right? But you need to be what you are. You are the operator. You need to be exactly what you are, and you need to deal with it. And okay, and we'll keep talking about it. But yeah, we're going to take our power back, because there's some fun stuff going on here once we sort through some of this emotional gunk that they've stuck us with. So that's my thought for you guys today. And if this doesn't apply and you think I'm crazy, you already knew that. You knew that before you showed up here today, so joke's on you for hanging out for 12 minutes. But if you are at all feeling any of the things that I'm talking about, and I mean, I know there are a lot of reasons to feel anxiety, but if I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. So we'll just my thoughts are with you, because there's like spiritual warfare, drama, nonsense, whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it fun, because now I'm figuring out the rules, and we're going to talk about the rules. I found so many rules that we're going to discuss, because we can fight back in this Matrix, because like, it's not a bad Matrix. Like, when I say the Matrix exists, this is not to tell you that it's a good place or a bad place. It's simply to tell you that, yeah, there's a thing, and there are some aspects of it that we can now identify and measure, which means there's so many that we can't. So I'm going to lean into that, because why not? And the more I figure out, hey, but yeah, rule number 1 has a lot to do with emotion. That's everything in this weird game of theirs. It really is. I'll bring charts up in the next video. We'll talk about what's going on there. Why we got to clean some of this stuff out. But please follow all the things that are being given to you, my sensitive people. We need to talk about why we're sensitive as well, because empaths are not understood properly at this point. Like, oh, okay, we're gonna talk about that too. But yeah, this everyone's an empath, just so you know. It's not, that one's not a superpower. That's beyond primal. It's before we distorted what was really going on around us with this language nonsense. Anyways, I love you guys so much, and I hope you are doing well, and I want you to go outside and get some fresh air and deal with whatever's plaguing you in this life, because I promise you it's a beautiful place out there. I had to shut off a lot of things to see what was really happening in front of me, and that's okay. But I'm turning it back on. It is a beautiful, beautiful place out there if you let the bullshit go, and we have to get back to a mind frame. So here's the thing, is realize how fast they want you to be, especially those of us that are fast, and we talk fast, and we move fast, and we think fast, and we groove fast, and you need to slow the fuck down. Just for a minute. Just for a minute, and figure out why they want you to go so fast, because there's something going on in this, in the moment, that is worth seeing. So let's keep thinking thoughts. I don't know. What have you guys been up to? What's going on? Tell me about this. Does any of this even feel right? Because seriously, I've had to have conversations along these lines with like 7 people in my personal little like bubble of individuals in the last maybe month or so, and I've seen every post on every social media platform about it. So all the anxiety, I don't understand what's going on, and I'm just feeling all this stuff and things. So I wanted to address it, and it's kind of stepping out of my thing because I like to think about other things. But let me know, is this am I on a path talking to you guys about this, or is this just like I need to mind my business and not? I don't know. I just want to help everyone out because I think we need some help right now. I think we need to get our vibe up. Yeah. All right. I don't know. It was really good checking in with you guys, and I miss you all so much. And talk to me. Let's talk about stuff because they want to play with our emotions. We're gonna tell them no. So, be well.